Welcome to the Rise and Wander podcast, where we'll explore adventure, spirituality, and empowerment through the outdoors and beyond. Join me, Carla Amador, as we focus on topics around the mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional benefits derived through the outdoors. You'll also hear inspiring stories, get educated, and more. Let's get started. I wanted to take a moment to thank this season's Rise and Wander podcast sponsor, REI. REI is the outdoor gear retailer of the 52 Hike Challenge. I've been a member since I started my 52 hikes in 2012, and they've helped outfit me for all things hiking and outdoors since then. Becoming a member has many perks like 10% back annually on eligible purchases, a satisfaction guarantee, which gives you up to a year to return any purchases you aren't satisfied with, free shipping in the US, and so much more. Please visit them at rei.com. Join me, Carla Amador, for my new offering and program, Rise, a fully supported transformation program in which you complete 52 hikes while going through the 12 steps I've developed for healing and transformation through the outdoors. Each month, we'll go through a different topic with guided weekly exercises, one-on-one coaching with me, and access to a supportive community. This program is for anyone going through a life transition, those looking for a change, and anyone looking for accountability and guidance in their outdoors journey. Learn more and sign up at 52hikechallenge.com. Welcome to Rise and Wander, episode 10, the final episode in this season. Today, I'm going to talk all about my final notes on the Camino Portugués and taking this beautiful journey called the Camino de Santiago. All right, so let's get started. So now we've talked about everything, all the lessons, all the learnings. I just want to talk a little bit about the important thing when we do something like this in our lives, and that is the integration of the lessons, the time to focus on learnings and reflection. One of the things that I did was actually journal throughout the whole Camino. So I always typically when I travel will buy a journal there. I brought one from home, and in that journal, I would write down each day's like just little notes and things that came up. And sometimes if I had a ticket for something, I would grab some tape and I would put it on that journal just so I can go back one day and potentially read my notes on what I experienced, what I found. And it's just such a great way to write down the things that happened. And so it's a great way to process as you're going on the Camino because things are going to come back. And that brings me to once you've done the Camino, because when you're on it, you're in it, right? You're very present and you're experiencing these things. But I think it's really good to go back and to look back and reflect and process what happened for me. What were the lessons that were coming to me? What was the theme? What did I gain from this? That all will help in integrating those lessons and really having them be a part of you. Because I think a big part of this Camino is about healing and growth and learning and experiencing things. And you want to really almost savor them and almost have them be a part of that thing that one day you're going to look back at your life and go, wow, like that was really an amazing experience. That was something I'm so thankful for. And even reconciling as you're processing and looking back, sometimes you might get information that comes through and you might want to go, hey, I remember this day I was thinking about X person and, how we lost touch and I was thinking I should reach out. And so, really taking the time to do those things, because what I find is that we are constantly being guided. That's why I talk a lot about how I meditate and I listen. And, every time I listen, it's one of the most powerful things that happens in my life is that, wow, like I was being guided to do this thing or to reach out to that person. And it's a gift to receive this information and to be guided in such a way. And so do the thing that you're being guided to. If you get an intuition or an inkling, look into that. And I talk a lot about this in my life, how listening to those inklings have been some of the greatest gifts. 52 came from that. 52 came from me listening to this inkling, this idea that what if I shared this thing? A lot of my life is now guided by that internal knowing, that guidance, that meditation. I have so much of that happens when I'm out on the trails. And I find that every time I listen, something really powerful happens. And so I want to just encourage you to really trust that inner voice, that guidance in your life, and to, even though it might seem hard, to take that action because there's something really special with that. And I think in closing, one of the most powerful things you can do in your life is to come to a place of gratitude when you're done, when it's all said and done, when you've gone for it, to really sit with that gratitude for yourself, for the journey, for the trail, for all the people you met, for all the lessons you learned. Gratitude is the highest vibration alongside love. This is what creates more amazing, incredible experiences. Sitting with all the things that happen in our lives and saying, what was the lesson in that? What did this teach me? And how can I be grateful for that? I know I shared a lot of personal, vulnerable information on these episodes. It wasn't easy, but I'm so grateful for every single thing I learned. I'm so grateful for the reconciliation I had with my mom. I'm so grateful for the friendships I made. I'm so grateful for the trails allowing me to process difficult things. And there were times where I needed to cry. I didn't talk about this in the recap. I was going through something really hard last year, and it involved a legal matter. And I was actually going through that on the trails. I know the trails have given me so much. Walking has given me so much. Releasing on the trails and just letting things go. It's such a beautiful, powerful way to move through things in life and to have a place where we can just be still and get away from problems too. I can look back and just be in gratitude that my feet let me walk those miles, that I was able to see with my eyes, hear people's stories. This is what life is about. This journey we're on is about finding the gifts, finding the miracles, finding joy, knowing that we're going to have difficult moments, and that's okay too. And be gentle with yourself on this journey we call life. Be gentle with yourself on the trails. Be gentle, be kind. We need more kindness in the world. In closing, I hope that you learn more about yourself as you're walking through life, as you're going through things in life, and that you learn that there's space for it all. There's space for the good. There's space for the so-called bad. Give yourself time to reflect, to process, learning lessons of how we can take these difficulties and turn them into gold. Wow, I had forgotten that I had a song that came to me, and I wanted to end this episode with sharing that song. And yeah, I may mess up, but it's okay. I'm not about perfection. I'm about being authentic. The song goes, I have walked so many miles and I've seen a lot of smiles on the road to Santiago. I have walked a lot of miles and I've seen a lot of smiles on the road to Santiago. That's the start. I hope you enjoyed all of these episodes, that you learned something. Thank you for letting me share my love, my joy, my voice, my gifts. Goodness, it's been a journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love you. I'm wishing you the best on your journey. And who knows, maybe I'll see you on another episode of Rise and Wander. See you soon.